playing that. Looks like he's.
It's been muted.
Looks like he's. I hear you.
All of you.
Well, you guys just missed some of the best commentary in the world. It turns out we don't need it.
Nope, you gotta leave that up.
Unfortunately.
Otherwise, they're gonna copyright it and block it.
We missed all the lessons.
What a shot.
That is a great shot.
Wow.
Chat room, where were you at? You didn't hear anybody and you didn't say anything? What?
You know, you can really. It's funny when you're in stroke and you're playing well, and things are working out for you. You hit safeties like that, you just see them, and you're like, if I can come off one rail and hit this ball, and just go, send it between the rail and the 5-0, get the cue ball snuggle right up to the 5, and it just works out. It's a indication of how good Damien's feeling, I think. Stan's going to try to get that rail between the 6 and the side pocket here for the 1-rail kick on the 4 ball. Doesn't have a lot of options, but this is one of these shots where even if you make it get hit, chances are you're going to give up a shot. So it's kind of like coming 2 rails at this ball.
So Rob Saez and Daniel are going to be the next match on the main table.
Hey. That's good.
Wow. Look at this.
Gave up a shot. Damien's going to have to punch this a little hard, but he's got a nice angle to kind of slide over for the 5, and then he's in great shape.
Use the punch on the follow. The follow transitions down to it, but
Yeah.
I need to remember that too.
Now he's in perfect shape here. Really no problems that I can see.
Excuse us while we handle a technical issue.
Oh, I did it, and it was coming back up. All right.
Working on a technical issue here. I think we're getting it addressed. Well, Damien left himself a pretty tough cut on the 8 and the side. And it looks like Deuel will track right into the 9 maybe.
It looks that way, especially with a thin cut.
There you go.
I think he was going for the 9 the whole time.
Yeah. I think he was going for kind
For
of both,
both,
but
yeah.
definitely the 9. Did you mark this one?
And they're racking in at the same time.
It's unreal how often it happens. Let me see if I can get a score up there and send a message here. To ever reliable Melina Mike.
Off your here. Yeah, they're actually try this. Make sure you bring the mic. Keep that mic right in front of your mouth. If you got to bring this off a little bit, that's all right. You can still hear me?
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, now your voice is coming through a little better. You just
Okay.
need to speak better into the mic. You got to be able to yell a little bit. And I have a little 14 years of practice being in the Army with that.
Stats break so far today has been horrible. So.
Has it really?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. If he hurries up, we can show you both breaks.
I think that's the first time I see him make the 1 ball. 3 matches.
Yeah, they didn't really explode off the rack, but he made the 1. He's got a look at the 2 ball. Take you over 4. Rob's
That's
break.
what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, he hit him well, and he's got a carom.
Yeah, carom on the 9 ball here.
When you try to draw into the top side, or you try to draw into the weak side of it?
So I'm gonna play it to try to just cut the ball, towards
Yeah, so
that.
you play to the top side.
Oh,
Or just the bottom.
bottom side, yeah. He did the top side.
Yeah.
Just not in the middle.
Exactly. Then you have a chance to go.
Yeah. Takes a 3-1 lead. Now maybe we can catch some action on table 1. Looks like Stan played a great save. Man, I wish we would have saw that shot. Because from where he was, the cue ball, I guess he did the 2 and came down behind it. But Damien's in a bit of a pickle here.
We have the honor of playing Stan back home all the time. He plays a pretty wicked thing.
Is that right?
He's got some really unique strokes that always stand.
Well, Daniel's been taking like 30 seconds to rack the balls.
Yeah, that
30 to
didn't
60
take
seconds. That time he racked them in like 8 seconds and broke. So he missed his break. But these balls were looking pretty good. Yeah, nothing really to even commentate on here.
Sure, here's just some inside, make sure you miss that.
I thought he'd use low there.
Yeah, I thought he didn't draw
Very surprised by
below
that.
the 5 ball there and come off the rail.
Because he brought the 5 ball into play there, but he got away with it. How old is Daniel? You guys know?
I want to say he's 22?
Yeah, he's pretty young.
21 possibly.
He got straight on this ball. You have to draw all the way back.
Great player from the Northwest. I think he's playing out of the Ox Billiards in Seattle. Beautiful pool room if you haven't been there.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, Brisson tables. They have 4 6x12s. They've been holding quite a few snooker tournaments there.
Yeah, he hit that ball a little hard. He hit that ball a little softer. The pocket likes it. But he hit a little firm and not accurate. Spit it right back out, and Rob's ready to take a 4-1 lead now.
People forget how many hours they played that stamina plays a factor.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel definitely has the ability, but again, he's young. His stamina is pretty different.
Yeah. We were talking before. Daniel's obviously a great talent. There seems to be some decision making comes into play that as he gets more seasoning, spends more time around players of this caliber, like events like this are great for him.
Right.
Doesn't have to travel anywhere, yet has all these top players in here that he gets to compete with and watch, see the patterns they play. A little bit safer options, like we talked about in that one shot where he could have drawn over to the side rail.
Instead of bringing the 5 into it.
Exactly. And so I think in the match against Shane yesterday, there were a few tactical errors. And we were talking about if he goes back and watches that video, it's always tough to watch a match where you lost, right? You made mistakes that you just want to kick yourself over, but it's the best thing you can do.
Right.
And I think if he goes back and watches it, he'll find some things that he can work on. Rob's breaking the ball's good. This is going to be real tough for Damien to get back in this match.
Yeah, all he's got to do is hope he's got a tough opening. This isn't a gimme.
It's not a gimme, but he's breaking the balls real well. And
so you let it float past the side, between the 3 and the 8, but past the side, not going in. Try to hold it in him.
I think he'll probably, playing this ball with inside makes it a lot tougher to make.
For sure.
But, for myself, I set up this shot 1,000 times.
Right.
So that way you're not going to miss it. Just keep shooting it. And, I would play this with inside. I think he will too. If you play it with outside like this, you bring this scratch into play. I should have said that sooner. I couldn't say it fast enough. But you bring the scratch into play, coming between the 3 and 8 there.
I don't think he played angels. I think he actually hit this straight top.
Yeah, maybe. Of course, Melina's not answering me for a score update on Damien. 3-9.
Or 3-9.
You got it.
I'm sure this is hard. I'm Don, by the way.
Hey, chill.
The Canadian.
Canadian. From BC?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So all the Canadians here I know very well. I know most of the local American players as well. Thought I'd jump in and help out with the stream a little bit.
Awesome. Were you in the event though?
No. Unfortunately, it was Invitational only, and didn't really know the people running the tournament. So there was a few of us top Fargo players that aren't even here from BC. We were stuck on the lead.
Oh, cue ball gets kicked from the side.
That's unfortunate, but I mean the cue ball was going to the side too.
Yeah.
I think Daniel's starting to have really like that.
It's been a frustrating match for him, and sometimes you're in these events, you have big match after big match, and you're doing well, and then you just have one of these matches where things aren't going your way, and you just gotta try to clear your mind and stick with what's got you here so far, and hopefully he regroups and can make a match out of this. But right now, Rob's definitely in the driver's seat.
Have you had a chance to meet Daniel and talk to him at all?
No, I was saying that we do a little podcast. We'd like to get him on the podcast and talk to him.
He's probably the most humble, mellow guy you've ever met. So, he's got a future in this game.
Rob's going to play for the 2-9 combo. So. Good shot there.
Yeah, I don't hate that shot. Fair.
Yeah, just the position of the 3-ball, I think, was the deciding factor there. This 3-ball didn't really have a pocket, so it's like, let's take this 2-ball. Oh my goodness.
Off the point.
Just like he planned.
That'll help Daniel.
Oh my gosh.
Can I get you guys anything? Anything to drink?
I'm good, thank you.
Water.
Yeah, Rob, if you guys missed it, plays a combination, 9-ball goes off both points and double kisses the 3-ball. Goes in and takes the 5-2 lead. And he's breaking so he can get to the hill here.
Yep.
Rob's breaking great. His break's going to be tough to do.
Yeah, let's see if he does it again. He's really controlling the cue ball well. So if you can get a ball down and control the cue ball well, that's really the key. Especially on these tables, you don't have to make 2-3 balls every time. Just get a ball down, get a shot.
Good cue ball.
Got the 2 ball.
Double kiss, yeah.
And he's got a shot on the 1.
Yeah. So 3's close to the 4, so 3 to the 4 shouldn't be bad. Yeah, it looks like he's in pretty good shape.
He's just got to make the 1 ball. He'll stun over off the opposite rail. Have a shot on 3 inside.
Yeah.
It's weird the way he's cueing that ball in.
Yeah, he's playing draw inside.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, it's funny. Some players do that. They address the ball, and you think they're going to hit a certain way, and then they change it right before they strike the ball. But it looked
I
like
can't do that.
it looked like he was hitting that with like extreme inside English, and then when he stroked it, it was more like center ball. Looks like he's not happy with this though. Maybe let's see him. Let me see the other angle. Oh yeah, looks like he's got him a little hooked. Yeah, and as easy as you can pocket this with a jump shot, it's not ideal because now the cue ball is going to float into the purple. Looks like with the angle. He'd much rather just stroke through this ball, maybe.
Well, he does not have to get on this floor.
Yeah.
He definitely should be able to hit the 3. I think he can make that 90 there, that 100.
And I think now you have to try to bump the 4.
Yeah, like you're gonna play this with juice.
Oh, look
I
at
did
this.
Too.
What a
Yeah, what a shot. So we played that with inside juice as well.
Wow,
Did you
what a
see
shot that was.
That was amazing. So do you draw back or roll forward and try to go into the rail? Because
On
if you
this
kiss
shot-
the 5, you might.
Yeah, on this shot here is kind of tricky. I think I'd just roll it with high,
Right.
and you're kind of gonna double kiss the 5 a little bit. I think you can get past it, which is all you need here.
So you're not worried about
Oh,
the
he's
scratch.
playing this on the side.
Oh,
No, he doesn't.
he drew back.
Drew back.
He's played some
Yeah,
unorthodox things.
So this is exactly why I wouldn't draw back
Right.
because this shot's a little tricky. 5's right on the rail, and you got to go all the way down. You
9
gotta
ball's huge now.
negotiate the 9. So I would have wanted to be above it, but maybe this was the better shot.
I personally love these shots.
I would hit this with inside and go up past the side pocket and out, just like cinch it. See, because he hit that with a little more either center ball or a little right, and then it's really tough to make that ball. Of course, I've never missed a shot from the booth.
You either? Me either. Well, if Daniel's going to get in this match, now is his time. Because he breaks next, too, right?
Big opportunity.
Put some pressure on him, make it 5-4, it'd be ideal, right?
Yeah, watch his cue ball.
Go, 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 go.
It
You
went.
can see it.
Yeah, he's got to look at it.
I'm going for the side bank. I'm not holding back.
Yeah.
You?
At 5-2.
Because it lays not bad.
Yeah, just yeah, maybe judge the speed so that if you miss the bank,
Yeah.
you'll leave a tough shot. But it doesn't look like it looks like he's playing a 1 rail safe, where he's going to try to bank the 6 up table, maybe. Try to if with high English, if he can make the cue ball kind of hit the 8,
Yeah.
he could end up behind the 8. Maybe that's what he's trying. Oh no, he cut it. Never mind.
And the 9. What the heck?
We were exactly right on that one, weren't we?
Oh, making us look bad, Daniel.
Yeah. Playing too good.
But when you land that good on a bank, is it a bad choice to take that? Or is it a good choice? Or is it situational?
You know, yeah, I think it's situational. Like first thing I did when you asked me what would I do here is I put a score. So,
Yeah. Totally.
So that plays a factor, plays a role. And at this point, Daniel can't take any flyers. You know, he's got to play super tight. But You know, if you like cutting that ball in, obviously, and make both balls. So,
Sweet.
yeah, can't really take anything away from him.
Right, it's not scratch for starters this time.
He has been a little loose with his cue ball, but he controlled it very well on that one, and does not get a ball down.
Let's see. I don't know if he's got the one to cut in or not, but the safety's strong.
He's going to play safe, I think, but he's got to be real careful he doesn't make the orange here. Because the natural angle of banking the one out, it takes the cue ball, or takes the one ball right by the 5.
So do you cut the one and go for a 2-rail flyer at the 9?
No.
Never, right?
No. Because if you miss that, you may leave it. Right? I keep the one ball far away from the 9 here.
No, I meant with the cue ball. Put the one rail into the 6 and hang a cue ball fly.
I think I would just try to get him behind the 6 here.
Okay.
And just hit the 1 kind of square, but with a lot of left-hand spin so you don't
So you
make that
throw
5
the one.
ball.
Yeah.
Just let the cue ball sink right in behind the 6. See what he does. I think he's going to get wrist off. Play to make the 5. It's a mistake.
So aggression doesn't always pay off, obviously.
That's how big the 5 ball is in that scenario. He thought he'd just bank the 1 right into it.
Right.
And, it's good crossing.
It's only big when you don't want it.
Daniel just needs to pocket this and draw back a tiny little bit. Alright.
Or plays perfect.
He's in trouble here. He can't see too well. He can see it. He can see the edge, but I don't think he can make it.
Well, if you can see the edge, he's okay. He can play safe. Come around the 4. Hopefully get between the 7-8 maybe.
He's gonna have to. I think he's gonna curve it a little. Left hand spin. He might be able to make it then, but you have a tendency to hit it too fat when you do this. Let's see what happens.
100%.
Let me just pop it with like a little jump shot, especially when you're right in it. Oh, you got it.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
yeah. It's hard to tell.
Especially the way he reacted.
Yeah,
Seemed very
totally,
disappointed. He psyched us out.
Okay, so he's in line.
So he's in great shape.
That's a huge 2-game swing, though.
It really is.
Especially with 2 missed breaks in a row against the top player. Of course, Rob is still firmly in control. His break has been huge.
Rob would definitely want to have that game back.
Right?
You know, you would expect him to do something better.
I think Daniel's playing faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, I think it suits him.
Yeah.
You know, he's just got to make sure he continues to make good decisions.
I think Stan just won.
Who did?
Stan?
Oh, Stan Toronto on table 1, or the other table.
I'm playing Damien.
We have a rumor that Stan beat Damien, but
It's unconfirmed so far.
unconfirmed.
He went over and shook his hand, so.
Alright. And the draw's to within 1 with the alternate break format.
As a Canadian in the room, I'm cheering for Stan. Go Stan, go.
Where does Stan live? Is he in Vancouver?
He's right in Vancouver. We have the privilege of playing with him all the time. I mean, he's accessible to most players for 20%.
That's awesome.
Right? Like, it's awesome. He pays it forward. So, you know,
Yeah. Seems like a great guy.
he really is. Okay.
Big moment in this match here.
So for all Rob's in the driver's seat the way he's doing working, so we'll see if he can keep it going. A couple suspect decisions in the last couple of shots. I mean, from the chair. Settle that. little draw on that, but it worked out well.
No, he's got some work to do here. It's a good break. He's not making a ball, but he's got a combination for an opener.
He's pretty good on it. I think
Gotta
I
take
play it.
Yeah, you gotta take
Yeah,
it.
I think it's not horrible. Especially because the pockets are playing nice. They're not playing too unforgiving.
The 3's somewhat covered by the 8, but I think it's still playable. Problem is, if you pocket the purple 4 right now, then you need to use the 3 to get to the 5.
Ooh.
So that's a little tricky.
But if you could draw off the 8 though too, you would be alright. To get this little spin maybe.
So
But anyway,
So this is a little different now, right? Because you didn't make the purple 4. Now you shoot the 2 ball. Now your 3 is getting to your 4 ball, and you can leave an angle to get back up to the 5. So you kind of pinch this one a little, so you can just cut the 3 in, leave the cue ball over by the side rail, hopefully, and then you have a nice angle to make the 4 come 2 or 3 rails away. See if you can pull this off.
so for the record, I was picking the draw from 3 to the back side of the 8 spin, go forward and get on the 5. Just for the record.
Yeah, it's a little tougher than it appeared in the other angle, though. If you look at it here, the 3 and 8 are awfully close together.
He doesn't have a lot of room.
Yeah, I was thinking you could kind of pocket the 3 and roll forward, but the 8 might get in the way if he does that. Might have to kind of punch into the 8, move it completely out of there, and see what happens. Yeah, he didn't like any part of staying down there to play the 3.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what he was actually trying.
See, I would prefer, even if you don't like the way the 3 and 8 were laying, just stop shot on the 2, bank the 3 out. Yeah, bank the 3 out and hide the cue ball behind the 8 or something. Not sure where he was going with that.
Maybe the window's too small to get in there to make it in that top round.
Yeah, so I mean,
Which is fine, but that option for the 3 railer safety is still there.
you could even try to position the 3 down by the line and move behind the 8.
Right.
And give yourself a quick win. Let's see what Rob does here. He might come 1 rail all the way across and play the 3 in the other corner.
He got there, but I didn't know that he was going to get there at first.
Yeah. He's going to have to avoid the scratch here, so no English. Something, I think. That's what he's looking at now.
For the folks following at home,
Looks like he's
Stan
not
will
going
be
to
playing
use.
Dan Louis.
Nice shot.
That was great. So.
Yeah, he avoided the scratch. Oh, we're going to see a stroke here.
So you got to try to draw right into the 6 from here at this end.
Yeah, I mean, he could probably get away with drawing straight back down the rail because the pockets are big enough, but he kind of went 50-yard line of both of those options.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Yeah. Just sensing a momentum shift in this match.
Totally, right?
You know, like the rolls are starting to change a little bit. Looks
The
like,
1 to the 5 changed everything.
yeah. Probably going to play the bank here. He's queuing. Yeah. Okay. He might have gotten him safe.
I was going to say, I think he might have got away with it too.
Yeah, it's kind of the way he played it. It almost looked like he was like a one-pocket shot, like he was trying to position the cue ball behind the 8 intentionally.
I think I'm playing a swerve shot trying to make it.
Yeah, I was just thinking though that in watching a few matches with Daniel, he's been pretty accurate with his 1 rail kicks. So that's also an option here, but I think he's going for a jump cue.
I mean, if he makes it with the swerve or the jump, he'll be in the same spot. That's not going to too much. Because you can't get on that 6.
I mean, jumping a ball with inside English is always a tough proposition.
Yeah.
You know, let's see if he can pull it off.
Yeah, but he might make the 7 then too. So
Yeah. If he hits it rail first, he probably will.
yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I can't believe how good a shot that was.
Yeah, feel like almost a draw stroke. Well, he's got a bank here.
And I think you go for it.
You have to.
I do.
Yeah, you have to.
I can't believe how well he hit the 5. I'm still a bit shocked. That was awesome.
Yeah, you know, maybe I'm changing my tune here. You could thin the left side of the 6, come back down table. But you got the 8 and 9 for blockers. I might do that actually.
Just get safe and recover and
Yeah,
see what happens.
yeah, you could get completely safe here. Yeah. He's gonna go for the man.
I think it's kind of his mentality. Well,
Might be do or die.
it's in the heart.
Nice shot. Look at this. Oh,
Oh, nice rub. All right.
good shot.
Perfect angle. All in hand angle.
Yeah, that's what you get out of these, players that are just great players. They're going to be champions. I can tell this already from this kid. It's just that aggression. Right? They see
Yep.
that bank shot and they just take it on, and they pocket it. Puts them in a position to win the match.
In the chat room, we do have 2 streams going on.
I don't hear it. Good shot by Daniel.
5-5, Daniel.
Once we're done with this match between Rob and Daniel, we'll move on to watch the rest of Stan and Dan.
For the 4th place match.
Yeah. Because we still got the hot seat to go.
And the hot seat match is, or playing for the hot seat would be Spencer Ladden and Shane Van Vatn.
Yeah.
I hear the kid's playing good.
Yeah.
Spencer, I don't know.
He's,
Oh, yes, he's good.
he's a fast player. He's a little unorthodox, pretty aggressive, doesn't play a lot of safe. Fun to
Very
watch.
confident, very, very confident.
So Josh Fuller.
Not quite to that level yet.
But not quite. Well, there's his best break of the day.
Let's see where the
Get
one's
on
going
there,
to end
one.
up. He's going to have a shot.
5 ball's going to play a big part in this shot, though.
If he could end up right where the 5 is, he can make the 2 ball, right? But with the 5 in the position it is, he really can't get far back up table. So I think he has to just kind of roll it in and try to come over and across and right by where the 5 is.
I think you're right. I like hitting the 5 on the way back.
This is a great thing about this game, right? There's all these problems to solve. Yeah, it's a
People are like, did you play good or bad? No, I just couldn't solve the problems. I played great. Couldn't solve the puzzle.
look at this.
Same shot anyway.
Look at this.
Oh.
He did not get there.
Yeah. I don't think that 2's frozen. I think he's got a shot on it. Which, if he's got to play rail first into it, it's not horrible.
Yeah.
He'll hold for that 4 ball.
I don't think he can just go rail first into it without checking. Yeah. Because he's got to swerve it a little bit. This is a real feel shot here.
Yeah.
Started out just to the right of the 8 ball. Let it curve right in and do its magic.
Oh,
Shot.
my
That's
goodness.
totally hot.
Wow.
You saw what my mind was thinking.
How many people are watching this?
We've got about 217 viewers.
You guys got to share this, man.
Oh,
This kid is putting on a show.
comeback king.
Yeah, he's down 5-2, right?
Yes.
No, I think I'm just rolling this forward to get on the 5 to the side.
Yeah, but you got to be real careful to get an angle on the 5 here. That's what he's looking at. He's taking his time. Let's make sure he does it.
I think you can stun out. You don't have to go forward.
Yeah, but you just don't want to be anyone below the 5.
Right. You need to have.
You gotta have that angle. I don't think you got
I don't
there.
think you got there. Are you going to be forced to draw back to the 6 up in the top or bottom right now?
And the 9 right there by the side. That's,
Oh my!
that's tough sledding.
Well, he's playing top. He's got something. Can he miss the 8?
Maybe he just rolls out toward the side pocket and takes a tough cut on the 6.
I love this draw. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is a great match. Yeah, look, he's looking at rolling out 10, 12 inches and just taking a cut shot on the 6. I think that's the play here. Because I don't like drawing back to where he is and trying to shoot the 6 past the 9, past the point, down in the corner. There's too many pastas right there.
Yeah. Too many pastas. I'll figure that one. I like it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you hit it good.
Oh
Oh,
my
my.
goodness.
Wow.
I thought it was going to hit the knuckle. Just bounced right
What a
out.
shame after making that
The-
Masse,
Yeah.
Masse rail first shot.
And he conceded. That.
That's a bummer. Not for Rob though.
You
No.
know,
I'm Rob's breaking it.
Rob's on the hill and breaking.
at that point though, I don't think I'm giving it up. I'm just like, you know what, you shoot. I'm pretty sure Rob's feeling some kind of way
Yeah.
with Daniel making such a strong comeback. I'm sorry, I think you cheated.
You know, so we talked about before in some of his previous matches, we saw Daniel make some tactical or mental mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
That was not it because he looked at that ball, he knew where he needed to go, he lined it up, and then he just underhit it.
Yeah.
And so,
I'd be tending to overhit that because, like, the worst case scenario is played up in the corner.
That's
I would
right.
never
Yes.
underhit that.
Yes.
Because the one thing I know, 3 inches the right way is better than a 1/10 of an inch the wrong way.
that's right. You know, that I said this yesterday, I don't know if I said it on the stream, but there was a good player who used to run around the East Coast named Jerry Slivka, real good player. And someone asked him for advice, see what Rob does here on this break.
Again, I'm rooting for the hometown favorite, K-pop.
Gets the ball down, and he's going to have a shot here. Rob's in good shape
He
here.
is in very good shape.
Do you roll this in or you popping it across the back?
You just hit this one a little low, slide
Yeah.
over a couple inches. So, but they asked Jerry Slivka, hey, if you could give me one piece of advice, what would it be? And he said, think of the worst possible thing that could happen on every shot, and don't do it. And that was an example of that.
Totally.
Yeah. It's the worst thing that could have happened was coming up short on that position and being straight on that ball side. I'm just going to have to put a draw stroke in this one. If he comes up a little short, he can always play the combination, but I'd probably prefer to shoot this ball on the side. Oh, you get the 50-yard line there.
I still think he likes the side. Yeah?
That's what he's looking at.
I mean, if the side was not there, you'd play it the side all day. So that's the problem there. They kind of hit that good.
Yeah.
I was good to talk to.
Yeah, just roll this ball down. Just gotta be a little careful. Oh boy.
See, did he
Wasn't
like that?
anticipating that.
No. That's what I was worried about him doing.
Now he's got a heck of a cut shot here on the 8.
Nothing that he hasn't seen before.
Is the corner been played here, Mark?
It is, but he's gonna play it on the side.
No, but I mean the scratch in the corner.
No, not if he makes it. Good shot. This will be for the win.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see a hill game here in this one.
No kidding. What a great showing for K-pop.
Yeah,
Good job,
Good
Daniel.
match. I'm sorry it doesn't take so much.
I think they're just so. What was he practicing? I want to say that Dan Lee was just hitting balls. I don't know if they've officially started yet.
Rob's setting up Daniel's setting up this shot he got on the side, going a different way, but I was wondering how he could have followed that on the side pocket.
And he tried to put some juice on that one.
Well, the kid's future in this game is large, as far as I'm concerned.
It was large when he was before he was even legal.
His attitude was just so good. Man.
He's very familiar with these situations. He's very familiar in this environment. He's grown up with it. His family has been really supportive of him, and that plays a huge part in young players' lives. Having the support of your family, being guided by the right people.
All right, I'm going to take a look at the bracket here. I know we have SVB playing
Spencer Ladden.
On the winner side, and now on the loser side, we're down to Rob Saez, and he's going to play the winner of the match on table 2 coming up. Actually, they might move that to the main table. I'm not sure.
Dan and Stan.
Dan, Louie, and Stan Taranjo. Is that the Taranjo?
They are very good friends. Also, they've played against each other many times.
They're better. They're like family.
Yes.
They are very, very good friends.
Very, very close.
Yeah, I had Dan in a lot of trouble. Dan in a lot of trouble yesterday in the first round. I was up 6-3 on him. Couldn't get it done.
And he's a slow out the game type player.
Yeah, and he came back and got me. I missed a ball 6-4. That was just a simple shot that I miscued on. But afterwards, we chatted a little bit, and I just told him how I've been watching him play for years and always respected his game and the way he handles himself at the table. And so, sometimes you lose those matches, but, you get to play against somebody that you've kind of looked up to for a while. Just Dan. Yeah.
How does that feel for you when you play someone of that caliber, someone you've looked up to, an idol, so to say?
Yeah, I mean, back when I was younger, when I would lose in a situation like that, I'd still be really angry, right? I had a lot of ambition, and I was like, hey, I could do something with this sport. And so, but now, keeping things in perspective, I talk about pool a lot, but I don't play pool a lot. And so just the fact that I was able to get in there and duke it out with them, you sit there, and I'm sitting in my chair, and the score's 6-6, and you feel your heart pumping faster, and you feel like your body temperature's going up, and you're just like, you're in that moment of competition, something I haven't done this whole year. And I said, this is what it's all about. This is why I love it, and so then you're hoping he misses, but at the same time, you want to earn it too.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been terrible if he would have made the 9 scratch, I did want to get one last chance, but he didn't let that happen. So, congrats to him, and he's done very well in this event so far. So, I always look at it like that. If I lose to someone and they go on to win the event, then I must have been the second best player, right?
That's a good delusion to have, right?
Yeah, delusion.
Did you say delusion?
Yes.
I love it. All right. Looks like Dan's just practicing here.
He is just hitting balls. I'm watching him. They're just hitting balls. Are they putting Dan and Stan on the main table?
I think so. I'm gonna go up there and check.
Thank you, sir. Jason's gonna head upstairs and find out if Dan and Stan will be playing on the main table. While that is happening, what I will do is clear out the old info.
Further?
We'll just delete it. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess Dan.
And then what's this for? Dan is a 675. Very good.
And then Stan just the S T
Oh, just S.
TOURANGEAU.
He's
7.
722. 722. Okay.
I haven't seen Dan play today. Dan's playing pretty solid.
Oh yeah, he got Mr. Mora. That's a tough
I
win.
guess Stan's got to be the favorite here, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, numbers wise, yes.
I mean, even though you've got professional players here, he's a warmup specialist too. I wouldn't be surprised to see Stan in this game. Not that that'll happen, but
Good.
I wouldn't be surprised because
I wouldn't be mad at it. Just saying.
well, they're both 7-foot specialists. Like even Shane's a 7-footer, right?
Yeah.
I am.
Stan wins the all-important leg.
I'm not going to root for anyone in particular. I like both of these players. I'm just rooting for them to play their best.
Yeah, I'm not rooting necessarily for or against Stan or Shane or anybody. Stan's one of our local boys. It's hard not to be happy for him.
I'm rooting for Dan. Forget impartiality. Dan beat me. I'm rooting for him. No, I'm just
Okay, I got a $1 bill that says I got Stan.
Wait a minute. Who did I bet on that last match?
Did you lose a bet?
No, I think I
Oh.
won. I think it's a fan. Anyway.
Okay, well, I'm coming after your $1.
Actually, this is for the main table, right?
Yeah, that's for the main table. So they are playing the match on the side table. The main table looks like they're loading up with Shane and Spencer, sorry.
All right, Stan with a dry break here, and the one ball is hidden.
No, I don't like pushing out here. I like actually kicking it away. What do you think?
Yeah, I was just going to say that probably a better option is trying to kick it, hit it square in the face, leave the cue ball behind the 2, get the 1 ball up table. That side round.
No, that wouldn't matter if it was a 7-foot or a 9-foot.
No.
Same shot.
Yeah, just like this. Didn't quite hit his square.
Execute it, right?
Yeah, he didn't quite hit his square, which allowed the cue ball to leak. But thankfully, the 7 ball was there. Stan might pull out the jump cue here, especially with the 9 ball in play. Does he have the jump cue in his hands?
Yes, sir.
Should be exciting. We got him rolling.
Oh, I think he's going to do it too.
Nice.
I'll go with a combination.
The combo. I expect Dan to take this one on. The 3 ball's kind of sitting square in front of the pocket. It's got to hit it good though. Yeah.
I will imagine the 4 helped, but the 2 even more.
Good shot to get you going there for Dan. Nice natural angle, 1 rail up to the 2.
Is Dan in his 70s yet? I think he is.
Yeah, I don't know. He elected to go 2 rails. Got a little flat on this ball.
He might even have the angle going away. Going towards the 80.
I think he can draw back to kind of where he is, just on the other side of the side pocket. 6 count in the game.
I figured he had cut it a little bit. I didn't think he was dead straight. I didn't think 2 also. How many times have we hit this shot? We drill it in the heart and we end up dead straight on the front.
Yeah.
Too many to count.
Elected to come 2 rails. Not quite enough though. I wouldn't be surprised to see him kind of glance off the side and take the 5 up toward the corner here.
Just towards the bottom rail or try to come up on the.
Up near the 8 ball.
Yeah, yeah.
and then try to use the 7 and 9 as a blocker.
Oh, I see. Bank the 5 more out.
Yeah. I think that's probably the play here.
Honestly, leaving the 5 there and just thinning it.
It's kind of tough with where the cue ball is. It looks like he might be doing that though. Now you gotta get over towards the middle line. The 7, that's a tough shot.
Yeah, I guess he wishes he went early.
I told you I've never missed a shot from here. I think Stan will go top inside here, come 2 rails.
Told me it lays beautiful for it.
Yeah. Looks like they might be getting going on table.
Okay.
Is that just practice, or is that the?
I believe
just
Stan
practice.
is just practicing on the main table.
Well, when he broke, he grabbed 3 balls with his hand, so I'm thinking we're good.
Aggressive, sharp
That's what we call a clue.
I gotta say, that's one thing about the pros I love more than the amateur players. Is when they make a mistake, they own it, you know?
Yeah.
Where they make a foul or they don't hit a rail, they do something.
Yeah.
I love that. They're not looking for somebody to call or argue with them.
It's gonna change the status.
Corey Deuel's losing match was a very frustrating match for him. And he played a kick shot where it looked good,
Yeah.
but he grabbed the cue ball because he knew it wasn't.
Yes.
And even though he lost the match, I have so much respect for him.
Was that the one he was playing with Stan?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, and he was grumbling the whole time. He did not have a fun match, but he had integrity all the way through.
Didn't look like he had a fun weekend.
Oh, maybe. I
He
don't
didn't
know.
seem, you know, just he didn't seem like he was that into it, you know. And if you think back to what was it, 15 years ago or so, 20 years when he was the hottest player around, he was such a fun guy to watch, you know, just real cerebral. The way he figured out the whole rack thing. I mean, how many hours do you have to put into that
Right?
to learn?
To be that guy.
Yeah. You know, it's like they were joking about how they thought this tournament was going to be rack for your opponent, and they're like, great, rack for your opponent on a bar box with Corey Deuel playing.
Yeah, right?
You know,
It's not
how's
working
that going to work for people? So,
Yeah, I don't think he was very happy with the racks either.
oh really?
So I think that kind of threw him off. He couldn't get them tight.
He's kind of at that point where he's accomplished pretty much everything there's to accomplish. So how do you get yourself up to go play in a tournament when maybe now
You got your gray hairs going now, the
Yeah.
diabetes and high blood pressure. Maybe you don't feel like playing today.
maybe you're just not the player you were,
Right.
You know, and it's like it's got to be frustrating. I know
Not that I
anybody.
know.
Anybody who's seen a decline in their game, it's probably the most frustrating thing in the world that you can't do things that you could do 5-10 years ago.
I hear that.
I mean, yeah, he was on top of the world at one point.
All the people I used to beat back home are in their 700s Fargo wise, and I'm scraping together 640 and I can't move it because they're continually dumb mistakes at the wrong time and being punished, you know?
I played a play around in Vegas a couple of years ago from up there, Link McKay or something.
Oh, Mr. Personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all know him. Great player.
Yeah,
He's got a
he's
great
good.
mind for the game.
Yeah,
He just doesn't lack a lot of social skills.
he had an interesting style too. He got down on shots several times, and I was like, he's not aligned right. And then he just kind of lean over a little, or lean back and shoot the shot anyway, and gin it, make it every single time. And I'm like, what is this guy? Where did he come from? He's a good player, man.
He really is. And yeah.
apologize, guys, but we just don't know if this match has started yet or not.
I think Shane. Oh gosh,
Maybe Shane's down the street eating a hamburger, or maybe it started. I don't know. It looks like Spencer's taking this pretty serious, so I'm going to assume this is game one. Let's see.
Yeah, he's not fooling around.
It's a big moment for him
Right?
getting to play
The board's
Shane.
gonna pop over. Yeah, it's not gonna stay. Oh, you hit it
Hit
hard.
too hard.
Yeah.
Too hard.
Oh, maybe just right.
And that's when you got to know the floor's going to slide right over for the
Right?
nice shot in the opposite corner. Nice shot. Good recovery.
Hold on. So is this kid on the circuit? Is he a player?
Yeah, I was talking to him the other night. He is obviously a great pool player, but he also is. Go ahead and give him one there. He's got a full-time job, so he's in commercial real estate. And young guy, seems like he's got his head on straight. It's a trade-off, right? To have the stability of having a job and trying to manage that with also playing pool. But are you going to be the best pool player you could ever be? Probably not. Probably not.
Right.
But are you going to have meals?
Yeah, you gonna have food,
Health
rent gonna be
insurance.
paid?
Yeah. So I think that's kind of where he is, like trying to figure out where his place is. And, he's certainly got talent. He's made it to this stage of the tournament, and he's beat some good players doing it.
Right. Totally. Yeah, I don't even know. Where's he from? I don't know the kid.
He lives in Southern California,
Okay.
just outside of Los Angeles.
So did you guys travel together, or?
No, well, he may have traveled with Chris Ryan. I know they're good friends. Shane with a powerful break, makes 2 balls, and
He's holding the line, right? 'Cause I think he's close.
Yeah, he's going to have to play safe here. No offensive options, really. See if you can just bank this ball out and wrestle the cue ball behind the purple 4. Spencer's going to jump this ball, guaranteed.
Looks like he's gonna jump a piece of the 8 though. That helps. Makes it a little harder.
I think that's the purple 4 up there.
Or, sorry, the 4.
Yeah.
8's gone.
I don't know that he has to jump them. Maybe. Slight edge. But definitely the 2.
Yeah. If he's gonna jump the 4, it's a tougher jump to control the 2. He's gonna get just that much higher.
Higher, quicker.
Looks like he just, oh yeah, gotta go with the 8 too. Or the 4.
Oh.
Shot.
You ginned it.
Beautiful.
Get by that, you deserve it.
Yes, look at that lead.
This is an interesting little layout here. He's got to shoot this ball with some low left, avoid hitting the purple, avoid scratching in the corner,
Right.
and
2
get the
rails
cue
out
ball
to the
out to the middle of the table.
yeah, right?
So
That's it? That's all?
And
Yeah.
be careful not to overhit it, because it would be very easy to overhit it.
That's what I was saying about this game. It presents you with all these different challenges at times, and this is a really good one. If he executes this shot and doesn't overrun it, doesn't come up short, doesn't scratch, it'll be a big confidence builder early on. It'll be a
Good shot.
It's really a great shot.
What's really amazing is just how fast he commits to a shot and just goes.
Yeah. He's got a lot of natural talent. I think the first night in town, him and Rob Saez gambled. I think he won the set. So. It's a little quirky. Shot.
He doesn't appear to be very old. 25?
22, I think.
22. So he's Daniel.
kind of expect him to come out, start fast, play well. But then there'll be that moment where he'll realize that I might be able to beat Shane Van Lowe.
Yeah.
And then you never know what's going to happen, what happens to a person at that time.
You got that right.
You know, I think when you're that young, you have more fearlessness than anything.
We haven't figured out all the consequences for this policy.
You know, yeah.
So you just go for everything, right?
You don't have the decades of life's crap on you.
But after 10 years of shooting that same shot, and you realize that every time you missed it, you lost the rack. You maybe don't shoot that shot as often.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, but for a young guy, even though you're right, probably is fearless, I'm sure he was bracket watching, thinking, I could play Shane for the hot seat. What a big statement victory that would be for me. And so he's excited to get out there and play, but I'm telling you, it's a little bit different when I'm right there and I got a chance to do it. Here's a good opportunity here to take on a 2-9 combo in the corner. It's pretty much one of his only options here. I don't think he can back cut the two.
Well, I was going to say, I think I back cut that to the side.
I don't know.
If you miss that, or even play safe, I don't think it goes right.
Jacking up his pants. Not sure what's happening. He's looking at he's going for it. You can bet your car keys on this.
So he is going for it.
Oh yeah.
I don't. This no.
Just suits his personality. Well, it didn't work out too bad. Shane's got two options here. He could try to cut the 2 in and break out the 3-9, or
Just walled him behind it.
exactly.
Which I think is what he's going to probably do. Oh, look at that.
He's gonna do it.
It didn't work out.
Put the cue ball right over by the 5 and take the 3 out of there. Shane is, in watching him play in matchroom events against the toughest players in the world, I'm surprised often about how aggressive he is taking on certain shots. I look at him and I'm like, I think he could play safe here, but he'll take it on and he'll make some incredible shots under the toughest of pressure. So interesting the way he looked at that, like he's going to play, maybe take the cue ball behind the 7 though.
Oh, no.
He kind of looked, maybe he looked at cutting it too. I'm sure he walked down to the right side of the table. It kind of seemed like almost a gimme safe to put the cue ball down there behind the orange. Take the 3 out of there. This. Leaked on him a little. After the shot Spencer just shot, I don't think there's any doubt he's going to shoot at this point.
I don't think there's any reason not to. I think everybody should. It's a ways from the rim.
Yeah. You have to.
The only problem is it's straight top ain't going to cut it. So
I think I'd play this a little outside. Probably 2 rail and come up for the 4.
Would you just play top outside though, or would you have to stun it to get it enough?
No, I just spin it, just like he's gonna stun it.
He's playing inside.
Yeah, you kind of need to karate on it.
I've never seen anybody cut him like that. Maybe the best cutter of the world.
He's the best at a lot of things.
That's true. It's funny, we watched them on the stream. Most of us have never met Shane in real life. And the first time I met him, about 30 years ago, I haven't seen him since.
Oh, yeah?
So, you don't realize that they're really not that big. The guys are all pretty small. It really threw me off all the time.
He's got to be close to 6 foot, I think.
I feel like a monster compared to these guys.
Looks like he's playing a character. Oh. So when he cued that, I thought he was. Didn't realize the 4 limit. Yeah, Shane's in the same hotel as I am, and I almost ran into him walking around the corner today. Like, just turn the corner and there he is, and it's like, oh, hey. We had a real funny moment yesterday as he's running these routine balls out. So I'm playing on the table above this, and you can see in the stream right now against Dan Louie, and Shane's playing on this table. And Shane has like a pretty challenging kick shot to try to make a good hit. And I had a 6, 7, 8, and Dan had just missed. And so I walk around and I'm waiting by the side pocket of the other table. And Shane is looking at his shot and he senses my presence. So he's like, turns around and he says, go ahead and shoot. And I look at him and I'm like, you shoot. And he looks at me and he's like, you shoot.
Nobody wants to.
He told me 2 times, so I said, all right, fine, I'll shoot. Then I look at the 6 ball and I'm like, it's a harder shot than I thought. And now Shane's watching me, and so is everybody who was watching Shane. So I make the 6 ball, I come around 2 rounds, but I get a long shot on the 7 ball, and the cue ball's in the exact same place. So Shane
he says, go ahead.
Yeah. So Shane says, shoot again. And so now this is an easier shot, but harder because, everybody's watching. So sure enough, I shoot it right into the rail. So we're at dinner last night, and Shane's there, and I'm with Melina Mike. And I said, you got to go tell Shane how bad he sharked me. And so he goes over, and he's like, hey, Shane, you really sharked my boy. Shane's like, who? What? And he points at me, and Shane just starts cracking up laughing. And I said, yeah, man, you made me shoot 2 shots with you watching. He's like, as soon as I let somebody shoot and I'm watching, I know they're going to miss. And I was like, why'd you do it?
How much power does somebody have over some other people when they know, like, if I'm watching, they're going to miss?
So it just goes to show that not just the amateurs look up to Shane.
Yeah. Well, we're in.
Look at that.
That's a good break. We were at the BCA in Las Vegas, and I was playing in the Predator event, and Shane's on the table next to me. The same exact thing happened, but I had an even harder shot on a 9-foot table, and I cut the ball all the way down past the side pocket in the corner. It's a beautiful shot. And again, everybody who's watching Shane was watching me. So then we interviewed him later in the tournament, and we're talking about pool and all this stuff, and at the very end, he's going to come up a little short here.
Oh, we got there. It's a good bounce.
Yeah. And at the very end of the interview, I said, Shane, I got to tell you, do you remember when you were playing on Monday and there was a guy next to you and you told him to shoot and he made the most incredible shot? Shane had no idea.
What?
He was like, what? What was this? Huh?
That's
Yeah, it was a funny moment. Just play straight high.
So you going 4 rails?
No. I would just shoot the 4 on the side after this.
Yeah,
He went a little further.
Side.
Yeah, but
So we overhit or underhit, I guess.
Yeah, I would have just rolled it and shot the 4 on the side, and then if you come long, you shoot the 4 in the other corner.
I kind of agree with you, but I could see that he wasn't good. Just the way he was lining that up.
Because will this pass the 5? It's questionable.
It's a tester now, though.
I think it will pass the 5.
Well, I think it does too.
And then you gotta shoot it.
But it's definitely a stroke shot because you're definitely going to have to get a good stroke to stay on.
I mean, if it passes the 5, you can hold the cue ball. You can, stun over, go low left, and still be able to shoot the 5 in the same pocket. Just looking at it now. But if you go the other way, I think you're coming around multiple rails. 3 rails. Yeah. Goes.
A good friend of mine drew Shane in the first round, the first match of the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I said, well, first of all, I would love to be playing Shane that money. So for that reason, I'm jealous of him. Second of all, if I'm going to be playing Shane Van Vliet, the match I want to play him in is that first match of the tournament.
Yeah.
Because he loses that more than any other match, any other time he loses. I mean, I can't believe how many times he loses.
Well, I think it's only memorable because then he comes back and wins the whole ball.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? Totally right. So if you don't win that match, you're all toast.
What about this shot?
Looks like he overhit it.
Yeah, he's hitting the balls a little hard.
The side bank is definitely there.
He's had several shots in this rack where it seems like he hit it harder than he intended.
You think he's going for the crossbank?
Well, he will now if you can't make it on the side.
I don't know that this cross banks because you got the point right there.
Yeah.
But I think you can overcut it with English.
No,
No?
I don't think so. I just think, like, you know, that rail, the consistency of the rail when you get close to that point, it doesn't behave like the rest of the rail.
Oh, totally.
So I don't really think this is bankable, but I may be wrong. If it is, he'll probably just bank it right in and then make me look silly.
Well, I'll feel better. Just
It's an interesting shot. I want to keep it at this angle, I think.
How much
It's a
cue
great
does he
setup
have?
here for streaming with the cameras and everything. It's a good setup. You guys.
No way does he jump this. Really?
Actually, I don't hate this idea.
It's got to land right on
Got to
it.
land on it.
Exactly.
I'm
Oh,
cow.
no.
That's a little unlucky.
All right.
Wow, unreal. That's a big break for Spencer there.
3-1 instead of 2-2. Yeah. But I think Shane overhit like 3 different shots in that one run. Oh,
Yeah, he did.
yeah. So he hasn't quite made enough adjustments for the table yet.
You know, he plays with that extension. It's like a 6-inch extension in the back of his cue. If it's helping him get through the cue ball more, getting more pace on the cue ball. You're playing on the bar table. Maybe it's just a little tougher for him to adjust to that.
I played the 3-inch extension on mine. Well, I gotta tone it down. So,
Yeah, same. 3-inch.
but when it comes to long and straight, you know.
Yeah. So tune in on Dan Louie, see if he can get out here.
Just draw a couple feet. They drew back too much.
Yes, he did. He's going to be left with a bank shot here. Hopefully Spencer takes a while to rack these balls so we can check it out.
I think I'm playing top right and I'm pounding.
Got to.
Yeah.
Come around 3 rails.
Well, you don't even pound. Okay, sure. All right, we're ready on the main table to break.
Spencer with a good lead on against Shane.
Yeah, he had a good start. He's up 2-0.
It took a long time racking those balls to make sure you got a good rack, and he didn't really get a great one, actually. Got the one there at the last minute up in the corner.
So are they overcutting the one on purpose? It seems like a lot of people are doing that there.
Excuse me. Yeah, I was doing a cut break on the one. Worked pretty well. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
That's why you had to play that ball for shape.
Only way you're home.
When you're playing good and you're rolling good, it's tough to beat.
Yeah. 4-1 alternate break. It's going to be tough. Right.
This will be relatively straight on this 5. Got that perfect.
I'm not sure I like this path. I like coming back.
I think he just wanted to make sure he stayed straight on the 5 and shoot the 6 on the opposite hole.
So do you hold or you go to the corner? Come up a little bit further, go to the corner?
I shoot the 7 in the same pocket.
Same.
So just
A little bit too much English.
shot. Looks like he's supposed to take a 4-1 lead. He plays fast, doesn't he?
Shane's like, get out of here.
Yeah, I don't want to watch you do this.
Get out.
Stands break over here, assuming he got out that last rack. He breaks dry. Just, can you text somebody for a score update?
I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Got Shane ready to break over here. Come back to the feature table.
Man, his break is so good. Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Balls are flying in the side pocket. Well, this is interesting. Straight in on the 1, pretty much. Up table, jacked up over the 6 ball, 3 ball, all the way down the bottom. Is he going to spear it and draw?
Absolutely. How do you scratch his low? Now he's going to spear it again to get up to the front line.
I think he'll just kind of float this ball up. But he's looking rail first.
Well, that's weird.
Interesting.
All he has to do is get up anywhere near the 7. Okay.
It's not easy to get up near the 7. I think he'll get up just, higher than the 9 ball and have to take a tough cut. But I think that's why he was looking at the rail first, so he can get up past the 7.
But with the 8 ball there, isn't that a tough rail?
Yeah.
I don't know. I personally, I just jack up instead of the rail and pop out.
Oh, now he's looking at the combo potential combo. 3-8.
He's playing safe.
Oh no, he's not.
Man, making this look bad, Shane.
See, this is exactly what I told you. There's situations where you think he's going to play safe, and he's just so aggressive. I think that's the thing that makes him so tough to beat. Somewhat demoralizing too.
Yeah,
A tough spot, and it's he gets out this rack after his opener. When that happens to you, it's like, jeez, like he overdrew this ball. He will just cut this ball in.
Oh, it's 4-0 stand.
Makes it look like a hanger.
4-0 stand.
Oh. Nice out by Shane there.
Well, Shane needed that. Stop the bleeding. 4-2 is better than 5-1. But this young kid, Mr. Ladden's in control. As long as he holds his serve, can't lose.
Yeah, we'll see the way he plays from here on out. Now, he's probably at that moment right now where he realizes victory is within reach. Better look at the rack there. Just looking over it. The rules of the tournament are the 2 ball in the back. 9 does not count on the break. I haven't seen 1 9 ball made on the break. Oh, got a good little kiss there. Kept the 1 ball in play. It's gonna be
It'd be tough to get
2 balls. It's gonna be real tricky on the 2 ball.
Even if you miss the 9, you can't miss the 4. I like banking it into the 2, actually playing safe here.
I kind of like bringing the cue ball to the center of the table. Taking your medicine on the 2 ball. He's looking over there, but that to me is too risky. If you come to the center of the table, you still got a shot on it.
Yeah. It's got to hit the ball pretty thick. I don't think you can swing it back that far.
To the center table?
No, to the.
Oh, where he's aiming, yeah.
To where he was aiming. If it was a little thinner, I could see it.
Yeah, and that's one of those where if your aim point is off ever so slightly, you're coming up by the side pocket. 3 balls going to take you out of play.
He's playing the center.
Yeah, take this shot. Came up a little short. I think he's going to play safe here. in the left side, come down 2 rails, 3 rails.
Really between the 4 and the 9. Chickened out on the weight. Put that down there and good enough.
Hope he didn't leave Shane an edge.
He did. I'm sure he did.
That's going to cost him. Now he's going to be in the position he was trying to put Shane.
Didn't get really good. I think the scratch angle was there though too when he's caught.
I would not be surprised if he plays 2 rails into the 9 here.
Oh, really? Oh, my 4 doesn't really play.
I don't think he can make the ball and do that. But he can do this.
Oh, but don't do that.
Oh.
Don't do that.
You know how good you gotta hit it?
Too good.
Yeah, right? Like, you know how good you gotta do to hit a half pocket like that?
No, I called that based on what I thought he would do, and I wish I would have taken more time to think about kind of what I would have done there or what the ideal shot might have been, because faced with this possibility, we just basically gave up that game.
And Shane's not even gonna go for it.
Yeah.
I'm so used to playing no early 9s or early 10s that I forget the combinations.
You know, the foul's a big deal there because you're giving Shane chances to hit 6 or 7, 8 balls.
And
You know,
get
he's
warmed
been
up
struggling
for
with his speed. Yeah. I mean, it's almost better to.
give him the game.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, I prefer that they weren't given the game.
No, me too.
I just think that's.
You finished the sentence, but what I was going to say, it's almost better to get later in the rack and make an error, and then Shane can't get into a rhythm like this. Yeah, I'm not big on conceding, especially at an event like this. I kind of feel like people want to watch the stream. You know, it's a really big event for this part of the country. A lot of big names here. You know, just let people see people make 9 balls.
But that would, well, I'm going to say it, but that would mean putting other people's interests before your own. And sometimes when
What do
you're
you
in the when as a player, when you're competing against someone else, you're in the thick of it. You know you made a mistake, so you're just like, you know what, just get this over with. I don't want to see the rest of this painful run out that you're going to put on me anyway. They're not thinking about anyone else. They're just thinking about, let's just get this over with. Let's start a new rack and just move on. So I mean,
But isn't that why Matchroom made a rule where you can't
cannot concede. Yes.
And here's the thing. The reason why I like it is that we are watching 2 tables upstairs
Mm-hmm.
that are to flag, and we were clapping for both tables when they ran out and stuff.
Yeah.
The clap for the table that won the match, the 9 was conceded, and the clap was delayed by like 45 seconds before people realized it was
That it was conceded.
Yeah.
So it looked kind of silly,
Ooh.
and then people couldn't celebrate properly or whatever.
Yes.
That
Shane
was the thing.
scratches.
Did Shane just scratch on a break?
Sure did, right in the side pocket.
Unreal.
Yeah, when I started playing a lot, it was on the Planet Pool Tour in the East Coast of the U.S., and if you conceded a game, you automatically gave up another game. So it was penalized. You were penalized for conceding, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, I do too. I played Stan Toronto back home and playing for $20 sets, and I make a shit.
Yeah.
It's not because I don't think he's gonna miss. That's not what I'm thinking. It's just to me, it's just part of the game.
Great opportunity to get to 5 here for Spencer and be breaking with a chance to get to the hill.
This is where he's gonna realize I get to beat Shane. This is the way.
Yeah, it's the moment.
He's overdrawn twice in a row here.
Yeah, that was really unnecessary too with the way that floor's hanging. Could
Or
have shot
you
that.
can cut to either side of the ball.
It's good.
Still a little short though, yeah.
Nice natural angle, 2 rails. Should be able to get 6 in the corner. Just nice and easy. This.
Look how soft he had to hit it. He was a little short.
You know, he's got the wild motions, he's got the fast play, but then he can hit a nice soft touch shot like that too. He's good player.
I like that shot.
Very nice shot. Okay, crazy Spencer. Just stop your wow.
He's moving it.
He's bringing it all the way back.
Oh, you had angle. I had no idea it was that angle.
There you go.
Good shot. I feel like he's getting his steps in.
Yeah.
You know, like he's got a lot of
Energy.
Yeah.
Must be nice to be 22.
I got a good buddy of mine who was part of a viral video playing pool. I'm sure you've seen it. Playing Federer Gorst. His name's Scott Tollefson from Minnesota.
I haven't seen it.
And he like approaches the table, backs up, approaches the table, backs up, does this wild break and like throws his cue up in the air. He's just a very animated player. I'll send you the clip. I'll find it for you or something.
Cool.
You gotta see it. It's really funny.
I love it.
Yeah, Scott's a real good player from Minnesota and moved out to the DC area for a while and became pretty close friends with him. And great bar table player. But yeah, he's definitely got a unique style. Real tall guy, like 6'5", kind of tall like Spencer.
I'm not really, I grew up on bar tables, so that's where I began my career. I mean, I actually started in snooker, but really I developed it through bar box. So I am a bar box player, and I'm desperately trying to improve my 9-foot game. But it's hard to put the hours on a 9-foot game when you're always on a 7-foot tournament.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And when the 9-foot table is becoming like an extinct historical thing now.
Well, it's so expensive to keep the space for the tables, and especially in BC. I don't know what it's like here, but in BC it's $14 million a square foot. So it's you know, like you can put 6 7-foots or 3 9-foots. So let's go with the 6 7-foots, so we can charge $18 an hour for all
Well,
5.
and you got to think about your clientele, right? As much as I love pool and being a pool player and hanging out with pool players, we don't spend a lot of money on this.
No, we're not usually
We're not gonna
drinkers.
Yeah, we're not drinking all kinds, spending a lot of money. So they got to take care of the people that are, and they want to play on this type of table. Look at this break. The 8-ball get him.
8-ball.
I don't think so. I
Bag
think
him.
he's okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay.
good.
Yeah, he's good.
Just all of a sudden left, or draw left out. Play to the other bottom right.
He's in great shape here to go up
Oh, what a
6-3.
That's a big break.
How much did he go on the calculator?
Not enough.
For Spencer?
I think 500.
5?
I think 500 in the Calcutta.
Yeah, not enough.
Yeah, you got to be feeling pretty good if you got him.
2 rail angle.
I didn't even know that there was going to be one.
Yeah, he's feeling it now.
You're right though, he's very quirky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like his decision there. A little heavy again.
Fine.
But he's okay.
You have to flirt with the side pocket a little bit here.
I feel like he's just letting the cue go loose. He's not really trying to hold it for 1.5 rails.
I mean, he's a big table player, so he looks at this, he's young, he's got young eyes. There's not really a shot that he can't make. He's thinking, so just make balls and stay out of trouble. You're fine, Spencer.
I know.
I was going to say, yeah,
Oh, you didn't get absolutely
He gets
perfect
upset and Shane concedes.
Shane's shaking his head. 6-3, oh my god. All of the Northwest is watching. I just find it awesome to have all you players here. Some people that live here will never see these players again. Right? So it's kind of a bucket list thing.
Well, hopefully this is an annual thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing in the
I
next one.
think there's a chance.
I just couldn't get in this one because of the little amount of players, and I didn't make the invitation. It's unbelievable.
It's a good break from Shane here. Should be like a 1 minute, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking 6-4 here. Don't want to take it for granted because that's what it is. It'd be nice to see some more players come.
Well, the rumor is that there will be 128 players for next year.
Yeah, that's what Aaron was saying. We've got a lot of top players in BC that didn't even get to the invitation. Brady Golden, Stephen Fulham, which a lot of the pros here will know Stephen Fulham personally. He's from England. I think Corey and Stephen are close friends, same weekend.
Where is Stephen Fulham?
Stephen Fulham is actually from the BC area,
Okay.
Prince George, where he's from.
He's a good player.
He's our best amateur player.
You pronounce it Fulham?
Fulham. It's a native name.
Oh, okay.
Fulham.
And in
You don't
Alberta,
lessons.
there's
Absolutely.
Joe Spencer out in Alberta.
Joe Spence, oh yeah, Eric Vargas, all those guys, you know. Yeah, no doubt.
Good players. All right, Spencer on the hill and breaking. How? What do you think his heart rate is right now?
Oh, I'm gonna say it's through the roof right now. I'm
Yeah.
thinking his heart rate is just pounding.
150 beats a minute.
I think he's chill.
No,
No,
no
you
way.
don't think
there's
so?
no way he's chill.
You know, I know there were some tournaments or events where they put heart monitors on people. It's kind of interesting.
They did that for
You know,
one
I'd love to
tournament.
see that right now. It would be a really interesting angle. Like,
But when you watch that, the hot monitors were worse on the players watching than the players shooting.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
When like I said, when I was hill with Dan Louie, I'm sitting in a chair at 6'6", and I'm feeling like my neck going boom, boom, boom.
100%.
I love this
Like
one.
not even up shooting.
Oh, I like this shot, even though it's a tough shot, because you can let your cue ball go. Just place the top inside, come around the floor, hold, and don't hit the nine. Don't hit the nine, just come up the side there. And you can't really do anything wrong. If you miss it, you know what I mean? That's why.
He's going to 3 in the corner now. I think it passes 5. I think this is the shot.
I think he's got to roll it. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think
It's the shot. Everything else,
it's not out of the woods yet.
I think he
It's
is.
one of the fives. He's on the wrong angle, he just draws straight back.
He'll punch it. Yeah. Nice
I
shot.
forgot how fast his tail's up. That's perfect. 6 on the side. I think Shane's going to be
That's
on the
you.
B side, guys.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
looking that way.
Pretty
It's
tough
pretty easy.
position here, no matter what.
What a tournament for Spencer. Now he's just got to avoid getting cold.
You know, what did Shane really do wrong? He broke well, so Shane must have made some other
Well,
mistakes.
Shane broke once and scratched. Probably the first one I've seen this one.
Because he's such a, he's been breaking.
I'm going to score for him.
Okay, so
We're
so
checking
that's-
the score for the Dan Louie Stan Toronto match.
So the last we heard, it was 4-0 for Stan. We don't know what it is now. 20 minutes. So the winner of this doesn't play Shane. There's still another match in between. Is that right?
Yes. Excuse me. They the winner of this match goes on to play Rob Sayers.
Rob. Okay, and then the winner of that one would play Shane.
Yes.
Okay, so we're down to the B7s here.
Yes.
Or
Yeah, I know what you mean.
6-1 stand.
Oh, 6-1 Stan, so Stan's on the hill. Okay, that 9's gonna get spotted.
Oh, no nines on the break?
No 9's on the
I
break.
didn't
No 9's on the break.
I hadn't seen it the whole tournament.
In a rack your own. I've seen quite a few other people do it. You think Dan's cutting this?
So the winner of this
Well,
goes,
I would be cutting it, for sure.
the winner of this goes on to play Rob Styer.
Mm-hmm.
And then the winner of that will play Shane Deuel.
See, me, I like cutting this, just going for it.
Yeah. You're down big in the match. You gotta make something happen.
Totally.
Worked out.
It's funny, in my mind, I was thinking it actually goes over the 3 on that. Does the same thing. So
It's got a nice angle here too to
just
come
go
around.
around 2 rails around it.
Yeah.
Well, heavy. I don't know.
Oh, he's good.
Could have been. So do you float down for the 4 between the 6-8 because it's natural, or do you punch it and try to come up to the center of the table?
Yeah, I was looking at it. If the 4 goes in the top right corner, that's probably where I play it the way the people always know. That way you don't have to try to do too much. Just make the 3. That's what he did.
Perfect angle just to float one rail in and out, or up and down. 6 balls in the pocket.
Do you think he pushes himself to a situation where he just draws straight back on the 7 to the 8? Oh,
I would leave a little long shot there. Could be a straight in and a 6.
too straight.
Should be fine here. It's like, is he putting top on this?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, you see that little jiggle? I didn't like that. Wow. So that he moved his whole hand.
Good.
There's got to be a fundamentalist in there somewhere.
That's not too terrible of a cut. He can make this in. That will be 6-2.
It'd be more annoying than anything that he overdrew. I say that as another player. When I overdraw by a foot. It's funny, more often than not, I do that on 9 foot a lot. So I'm forced to play that particular shot on 5 foot way more often.
Stan, you gotta put the 9 ball in.
I know, I was gonna say, does he?
It's funny how that happens sometimes. Even I remember last year in a matchroom bet, they didn't have the 9 ball in the middle on one of the racks, one of the referee racks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's just funny. So 6-2.
6-2 and Stan's break.
It's a tall task for Dan. You gotta hope bad things happen when Stan's at the table, breaking, and then you play great when you break.
Stan's break's probably not as good as it used to be. It's hot and cold now.
I think he heard
He
you.
said, what did you say?
Got the
He
six
said,
ball
say that again.
slide right in there. The right kind of spin.
Oh, I tell it to his face though. We're friends. Trust me. I give him a hard time about his break all the time.
The only issue I really see here is the 5, no?
He's starting over. He's going to draw.
I think I'll draw straight back.
He's really short.
He likes a challenge.
Well, he's got it. course, it's not perfect angle to throw a thread around, but
Oh, how was that?
so to get from 4 to the 5, do you like the 5-9 combination or the 5-9 Karen if you had
Oh no, he just runs himself into a really tough situation here.
I think you see it.
Yeah? I don't
That's
think he
interesting.
likes it.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is I was gonna wait to see how he kind of laid on the floor. It's kind of one of those things you have to
Totally.
take as it comes.
Overtucked.
And
I don't
open
think
up.
you could see enough of it. I think it was one of those where you tried to curve it a little before it got there. This is just what the doctor ordered for Dan. 5 ball out, then you're breaking. Start putting some pressure on.
The reason I was asking about the 5 and the 9 wasn't more so is he going to do that. I was more for our viewers. What is the best way to play it?
Well, to me, the best way to play it would be to shoot 5 in the other corner.
Right.
So I wouldn't have wanted to mess
You
with
can
them.
entertain the two.
Only if I had to. Only if I. That's why I was saying if I laid on the 4 a certain way that I couldn't get back over to this side of the table, then I would have entertained the option.
And give himself a good angle on this 5.
That's not
Yeah.
hard
Oh.
enough, is it?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
The trumpet a lot more than I thought it was.
Yeah.
going to.
Does that throw a little inside with this?
Must have had a little spin on the ball that you couldn't see. Yeah, I'm looking good for this one.
I like it. Let's make it hill.
If it gets a hill, I'll take down.
Oh no,
Oh no.
you jinxed him. That's it.
Well, that is it. And
You can see.
you can see that.
Wow.
That was surprising.
Well, I think I'm going to go upstairs and take a small thing.
Yeah. Likewise, I have to.
Should we restart the stream with the next match, sir?
I would think that's a great idea.
You don't?
I would think that would be the better idea. That's a smart play here to restart the stream.
Stan got that.
Stan got that one.
You
Folks,
said
I
you-
think we're going to restart the stream. Thanks so much for tuning in. We will be back with you shortly.
Well,
Thank
thanks
you,
for having
Joey,
me
for
in.
joining.
Thanks complimenting,
Yes, thank you, Don.
both of you.
Thank
Jumping in
Hopefully I
for
didn't talk too much.
No, it's good. You did
Before
good.
we jump out of this, I do want to give a shout out to the
So,
sponsors.
did I win the dollar or did I lose?
D-Real Pool Promotions, Lux,
I
Golden
think we
Fleece
did.
Billiards, Mucci, Q-Tech, Break and Run Promotions, and Windows
I
Open.
took Shane Van Money, did I not? I like to pay my bills. Okay, I'll give it to the bartender. Maybe I'll pay the guy you ripped off for the